Hi, it's Carly. I just wanted to talk about Project 2, Textile Waste. This is the first project we'll be doing as a group in the class. Typically, I assign groups of 4. Sometimes there's just not the right number of people in the class to make groups of 4, so you could see a group of 3. You may not work alone, and you may not work with just one other person. In general, about groups, before I talk about this project, is you have to be patient. You can't just decide, hey, I'm going to get this done on Saturday and it's not due till next Friday, but I want to get it done and off my plate. It's great if it's an individual assignment. For group assignments, you have to wait. You have to wait till the groups are formed and everybody's ready to talk about it. Now, you can personally look through the project ahead of time and think about it, but you will not receive credit if you just jump in and get it done with a friend and then turn it in and go, oh, we didn't know there was anybody else in our group. You need to be checking the group until it's full, which is 4 people or 3, and then you can start to work on it. The only reason it would be 3 is at the very last group, 1 or 2 groups might be 3. So if you're starting early on it, you should have a group of 4. And so there's several different things going on in the how to join a group. So if you want to be able to join a group, you're going to want to go over to people, click on people, and then when you get to the top of the page, there's groups. Now I will say this doesn't work on the Canvas app. So if you're trying that and saying, hey, that doesn't show up on mine, then go to the instructure.com, go to the website for Canvas and to get into people and then click on groups, and then you'll see the groups for the different ones, and you just join one of those groups. It'll have a little button that says join. So get yourself into a group, and as soon as you get in a group, then you go into the discussion and say, hey, I'm Carly. I work these hours, so I'm available to meet on the weekend, or I'm available to meet Tuesday afternoon, or I'm not available to meet. Let's do this asynchronously. That's up to your group. You can meet in person, you can meet on Zoom or Discord, or however you want to meet. You can send text messages to each other, exchange numbers, but you will have to work with a group in some way. It does not have to be in person or synchronously even. So if you want to work kind of separately, you might want to open the project in Google Drive, and then there's a video here showing you how you can make it editable, and then everybody can be working on it that way. I'm going to say this, but no one listens these days to this particular thing, but this is not a thing where you say, I'm going to do number 1 through 3, you do 4 through 6, you do 7 through 8, whatever. That would, if you do that, that's not in the spirit of what a group project is. So you should be having, not everybody has to do every question. I would, because everybody gets the same grade. I'd want to see that everybody did it correctly, but there are things where everybody needs to work on it. You can't just say, I'll do the discussion. The discussion includes everybody in the group. So be careful that you don't divide up the work and think that that's going to work for you. So let me show you the project. If you open the docx or you open it in Google, make this a little bit bigger, maybe it'll be easier to read. First of all, at the top, you should have everybody who participated in the project at the top of your page. So if you don't put names up there, you lose points, because it's hard for me then to figure out who actually got involved and did this. So not a hard thing, and it's got points connected to it, so please notice that. Then there are 3 videos that you will watch. You get 12 points for this part of the project. Everyone has to just participate in the discussion. That's all here. You can read about it. And then you don't all have to talk about these prompts. I'm giving you prompts for people that are like, I don't really know what to talk about. I watched this video, but what do I say? These are different things you might want to talk about. You might talk about something totally different. Every group member doesn't have to talk about every prompt, but you might, in your thoughts, you should address enough that I can tell that you watched the 3 videos. So these prompts are here. They're optional. It might get you started, but if that's not what you were taken with by the video, then talk about something else. Group member 1 gives their thoughts and comments. Group number 2, group number 3. If you don't have a 4th group member, then number 3 would write a summary. If you have a 4th person, the 4th person summarizes the group discussion. Read through your group members' thoughts. What are the big themes you saw in there? Summarize that and then put that down. So everybody contributes to that. Again, it doesn't have to be prompt 1, prompt 2, prompt 3, and then the person summarizes prompt 1, 2, and 3. Those are there to help you get started, but sometimes they're a good idea to read through those and kind of see how that helps you think about it. And the second part is this article, Circular Economy and Sustainability. This article, if you were during the regular school year, fall, winter, or spring, you would have read this article as Project 1. If you're taking this class in the summer, I have you skip Project 1, so you won't have seen this article before. But click on the link and you go read the article. And then you're going to answer questions. Why this says lead student and second student, I do not want you to divide this up. First person take the first question, I'll take the second one. Everybody should be having their work checked by someone. I don't want two answers here. I want the lead student to read it, answer the question. The second student should look at the answer that the first person provided and make sure that it's correct and that they agree. If you send me two questions, I'm going to take off points. Two answers, sorry. I want one answer, but I want the first person tell me who gave the answer and who checked it. So instead of saying second student, maybe I said student checking the work or whatever, but that's all I mean. Not two answers, one answer checked by at least two people. All the way down for that article, that's what we're doing. We're answering that. Each of those questions has point value beside it, so you can kind of see what I'm going to be assigning for points. And that whole second section is just about reading the article, answering the questions. Everybody should be involved in that. You don't have to be the lead or the second student on every question, but your name should show up in there because everybody should be participating in this. And then the last part is to create a public service announcement, which I say PSA all the time because that's what that stands for. This is 25 points of your project. You're going to be doing this with your group. In this part, there's some people that won't participate as much because it's kind of creation thing. You might not see that everybody has an equal part in this project, but everybody should talk about it. What do we want to do? Do we want to do a PowerPoint? Do we want to do a fact sheet? Do we want to do some kind of nice graphic sheet? And so a public service announcement talks about what is the problem and why it's a problem, what the future of this problem might look like, and what is the solution or what can you do to help fix this. That's kind of what it is. You can look up public service announcement and on AI or whatever to see what they say the component should be. But it can't just be like, hey, there's textile waste and that's it. It has to have something. Give the readers a little insight, some data, use some data facts to back up your statement. And also maybe what can they do to be part of the solution to this problem. You certainly are welcome to use AI to help you anytime in this class, as long as you're not just copy and paste out of AI. You can use it to help learn. It's a great learning tool and a guide, but AI should not create your public service announcement. When you upload this, one person for the group uploads it. If you need to, you can upload the conversation and the article answers and then upload separately your textile waste part, your public service announcement, I mean, or you can put it all together and upload it in one document. It's up to you. I don't care if there's two, but one person should submit for the group. When you submit one thing and then you submit another thing, sometimes you can only see the last thing you submitted, but I can see all of it. So don't worry about that. Down here, there is a bunch of data facts that you can look at to help you create your PSA. There's also some websites you might want to go to help you create that website. You don't have to use any of these facts. You can use some, but remember this, I don't want you to copy and paste this thing and stick it into a PowerPoint. That's not what we want when we want a PSA. We want something that takes really 2 minutes, I would say, at the most to get through. It's a quick. We don't want people doing a lot of reading and trying to figure out too many difficult charts and graphs. We want a really easy to understand what the problem is without too heavy of reading. So think about that as you look at it. I would say that's what I noticed when I was grading them this year. People just had 8 pages of like facts and figures. That's not what we're about. This is a quick thing. A PSA is very quick to get in, explain it, and get back out. That is project number 2, and I hope you have a fantastic day. If you have questions, email me sooner than later.